Hello everyone. So this video is all about the understanding about the astrological combination for foreign travel. A lot many charts keep coming to me for the consultation, which the usual question they asked is whether I have a foreign traveling yoga. Let me tell you, the third house, fourth house, seventh house, ninth house, 10th house, and 12th house talks about foreign travel. Depending upon the planetary alignment, depending upon the linkage between these houses in your birth chart, denotes whether you are having a foreign traveling yoga or not. If at all you have a debilitated planets in 4th house, and if at all you have Rahu, Saturn, Ketu in the 12th house, this indicates undoubtedly that you will be having a foreign traveling yoga. And also one more yoga forms is Rahu plus Moon. If at all you have Rahu plus Moon conjunction in the 1st house, 7th house, 4th house, 3rd house, 9th house, and 12th house, or even the 10th house, this denotes foreign traveling yoga. Okay, you have the success will be in foreign lands ideally. And most importantly, if at all you have third house displacement, if at all you have your third house is very weaker, this takes you away from the homeland, but you might not be that happy like you are in the homeland, because that is because of the malefic aspect. It is taking you just away from the homeland. Okay, and also if at all you have any affliction in the ninth house and 12th house, that also denotes that you might go to foreign lands, but you will not be happy there. Okay, and most importantly, if at all Saturn plus Moon plus Rahu conjunction, these three planets situated in any of the zodiac sign in your birth chart, this indicates for long-term foreign travel. And let's say if at all Saturn, Moon plus Ketu conjunction in any of the zodiac sign, this indicates short-term travel. Okay, and also the D9 chart also has to be checked in the similar way. All the third house, fourth house, seventh house, ninth and 12th house has to be checked, because D9 chart will be activated after the age of 13. Okay, and also let's say people goes to foreign countries for many reasons, maybe for the medical treatment, maybe for visiting their relatives, or they might go for the vacation, they might go for the because of the business purpose, they might go because of the career purpose, they might go because of the education purpose. So if at all fourth house lord or fifth house lord is placed in the ninth house or in the 12th house, this denotes that the person will go for the educational purpose. Let's say seventh house lord or ninth house lord or 10th house lord placed in their vice versa. Let's say 10th house lord placed in the 7th house, or 7th house lord placed in the 10th house, or 7th house lord placed in the ninth house, or ninth house lord placed in the 10th house, and the vice versa. Then there is a foreign traveling yoga because of your business or career purpose. Okay, and some people go to foreign lands and they will settle in the foreign lands. For all those people, 12th house will be very stronger with the malefics like Saturn, Mars, even the Sun, Rahu, Ketu. All these planets take you to foreign lands, and you become. And some people will be settling in the foreign lands. It's because of their strong alignment in the birth chart in the 12th house. Let's say Lagna Lord is placed in the 12th house, that also indicates foreign travel. That also indicates foreign settlements. Especially Rahu and Moon are the primary significators of foreign travel. Okay, and let's say even in the D10 chart, if at all you have strong Moon in the birth chart, strong Moon as in like if at all you have strong Moon in the first house, ninth house, or 12th house, it takes you foreign lands. Let's say if at all you have debilitated planets in the what you say in the D10 chart, and let's say third house lord placed in the 10th house, and the third house and the planet is debilitated, this indicates that you might go for the business purpose, because third house also talks about business, but you will not be able to make much profits in the foreign lands. Okay, and let's say fourth house lord is debilitated and stayed in the ninth house, this also indicates that you have a yoga to go to foreign lands, but you will not be that happy because of the debilitation nature of the planets in the birth chart. So all those things have to be carefully considered before giving a final prediction to the client. So there are so many yogas we generally see in terms of the karmastan, in terms of bhagyastan, that is ninth house and 10th house, which plays a major role whether you will go for what purpose can be seen from the nakshatra's alignment. Let's say Rahu is let's say your 10th house lord is Moon, okay, and Rahu is placed in the 12th house, and Rahu, let's say, is in the nakshatra of Moon, let's say Hasta, okay. So then what it means is the person goes to foreign lands for the career purpose, and he will be settling in the foreign lands. That is what it represents. And most importantly, you got to check the placement of Venus and the placement of Saturn as well, because Saturn generally takes away from the homeland. Okay, there are so many combinations that describe about foreign travel. So this is just a short bite video on the foreign travel Vedic astrology. So do let me know if at all you need my consultations. The link is mentioned in the description section. Once you book for an order, I'll be able to provide a complete analysis pertaining to your birth chart. I can able to tell you whether you'll have success in the foreign lands, and also what purpose you might travel to foreign lands, and how your life gonna be in the foreign lands can also be revealed from the planetary alignment in your birth chart. So do book for the consultations. Once I get a consultation, I'll be able to help you with the complete analysis. So thank you so much. And if at all you are watching this video for the first time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also click on that bell icon next to subscribe button so that you'll be notified on the future videos. So my objective is to help you with the knowledge of Vedic astrology. So do follow my videos and do let me know in the comment section if at all you love this video. Just click on that like symbol and also mention in the comment section what exactly you loved from this video so that I know that you're following my videos. Alright, so that's another way of learning Vedic astrology. Alright, so thank you so much and have a nice day.